Hi, my name is Whitney Kell. I am reading from Robert Lee Camp's The Love Cards today. I really like the content here. I've been studying this for a couple years, and I find myself texting people their birthdays all the time. So I want to record it on YouTube so I can easily provide somebody their birthday. And it gives me insight into the people I'm working with. It gives me insight into myself. So I hope you enjoy this reading. Today, I'm going to go into the sixes. I've read all of the sixes. Now it's time to read what's the message of the six. So some of you will have this as your primary card. Some of you have it as your planetary ruling card. And at times, the six moves through certain planets for us. So this will come up for everybody at some point. One of the symbols for the sign of Libra is the scales of justice. And by the way, I'm going to put the birthdays that are connected to the six below, so you'll find those. One of the symbols for the sign of Libra is the scales of justice, symbolizing that all things must ultimately be brought into balance. The symbol is another way of representing the ageless law of karma, the law of cause and effect that governs everything that happens in this world that we know. It is karma that the law that all sixes are very familiar with. They are all aware of this law on some level and find various ways to integrate it within the fabric of their lives. Some are excessively aware of it, being overly cautious never to do or say anything that will upset the karmic balance in their lives. Many of them are concerned about having any debts to anyone that must later be repaid. They will go out of their way to avoid incurring any debts for just this reason. Others are aware of the law but feel hampered and constricted by it to the point that they try and slip through life without having to pay their way. These are the ones who are irresponsible and continually meet up with problems when they try to get something for nothing or when they expect others to take care of them. But in both extremes and in all the various stages in between, all six people are conscious on some level of the law of karma. That is their birth number, and it will remain with them until they pass from this life to the next. Sixes are known about destiny and fate. Theirs is the number of fate. They sense that much of their life is destined because of their actions from lives past. They often wonder about what sorts of things, both good and bad, will come to them through the inevitable law of karma. They can be guilty of just waiting around for things to happen, and it is known that all of them get into a rut every now and again. Some of them sense that terrible things may be in store for them in the future, and they dread that prospect. Others sense that something good is coming, such as a windfall of money for some good deeds they performed in past lives. It is surprising how many six of diamonds play the lottery, for example. Fate does come to the six, but often after long periods of waiting. Their lives seem to go a certain way for a long time and then finally change to a new condition. This long time can be up or down financially, relationship-wise, or otherwise. In many cases, they must prod themselves out of their complacency to get themselves motivated to make the next step. Attempts to change them usually meet with failure. A six person will budge only when they are ready. Sounds stubborn. Even though Libra represents the seventh house astrologically, it is the sign most closely associated with the number six. Six is the symbol of the Star of David, the two, interlocking triangles, one pointing up, the other down. This symbolizes balance and peace. Like Librans, sixes are definitely peacemakers of a sort. They love peace and harmony and will go out of their way to promote it. But also like Librans, sixes can be guilty of not accepting the aggressiveness and other emotional qualities that life often contains. They may try to avoid their own feelings in situations of conflict because that would upset their peace and balance. When this divine peace becomes an escape from reality, it inevitably backfires and their own naturally aggressive side comes out for all to see. The sixth person can be the one who ignores their own anger until it builds up and blows off like a volcano. At heart, sixes are fairly competitive, which seems like a paradox of how much they like peace. It is interesting to note how many successful athletes are sixes. Because of their balanced nature, when their competitors press on them, they press back with equal force. This is a key to their success in sports and in business, where they often excel. They have a sense of fairness and competition that can bring them success in the eyes of the world. It is interesting that the Six of Hearts card falls in the Mars row and column of the life spread, giving it a double Mars connotation. Though we may think of the sixes as being the most docile and quiet, they can be the most aggressive and competitive when they are stirred up. Sixes are known to be some of the most psychic cards in the deck. Perhaps this is because they achieve enough peace in their life that they are in a better position to hear the voice within. That's powerful. Many six people become professional psychics, and all will admit receiving impressions from time to time. Many people who are sixes have come to fulfill a special and unique purpose during the course of their life that will involve becoming a signpost to others of a better way of life. John the Baptist is a classic example. Though he himself was not Jesus, the Son of God, he cleared the way for the coming of Jesus and led people to him. So it is with many of the sixes, some will become famous spiritual leaders and teachers, while others will practice their uplifting of souls among the members of their family or co-workers. It is those sixes that listen to their inner voice who realize that they are here to bring others to light. They find that their life has much more meaning than just getting by day to day and fulfilling their personal desires and ambitions. Wow, sixes are powerful people. That was amazing. And this is why I'm so grateful I'm doing this project. It's helped me in so many ways. Just reading this is inspiring. So thank you if you're a six. We all are sixes at moments in our lives. Those of you who have your main card as a six, you could see below your suit of which one it is. And if it's a planetary card as well, you can look that up. So cheers to you sixes out there. I hope this landed and you have a marvelous day.